Okay, long in the stream here. I didn't speak earlier. I was eating. I was also just chilling. Wasn't speaking. So it's like, yeah, you just watch what I'm doing. Um, this is a character I done earlier. Um, it's a blue character's called Blue, or the body's called Blue. So I've just recently released it as unlisted creation. So if you wish to use it, you can let me know and I can share it with you. I'm just, because it's literally just a body, so I'm adding the extra stuff to it. I thought you might like to watch me do it. So I'm back out. That's the base puppet. That one there, as you can see, it's remixable, but it's unlisted. So if you go looking for it, it won't come up. But if you want to use it, I can share it with you, and it looks like that. It's got the up and down to change the tan. The all four do the pose. L3 is to run. R3 is to reset camera. So if you move forward and click in on the stick, you do the thing. But as you can see, it's made so you can make it into your own character. So that's the white egg-shaped thing is for the head. The feet are very plain, stuff like that. So what I've done is I've just added, where are we here? An anime head I released the other day, which was intended to go on this character. I've just placed it on there. Obviously I haven't done the hair yet. That'll come. So I added the zoom in and out on the two shoulder buttons. The run is the same, as you can see. Reset the camera is still the same. Right trigger will move the mouth, or if you use the mic, so when you're talking into the game, the mouth will move. The color of the outfit, the underwear, it cycles and it's illuminant, so I didn't have to tweak any. I just changed the shape of it a little bit. It still does the pose. I added some toes, not the most detailed toes, but he's looking at feet. Again, I'm going to add a head to it. Depending on how many views I get on this stream, I might do this exact same thing next Thursday and put hair on it, and then I might think about releasing it. I'm going to add a little bit more detail in the mouth there. I'm going to add like a tongue at the bottom. That, if I back out, I can go into it and I'll show you. If I go into there and go edit, the mouth is done with the head swap thing. So it's got 3 different head sculpts. Then as the open one comes in, if you look, there's the teeth there. It's actually the white orb thing that was on the base character. It's just that. I turn the illumination down. It feels like it needs a bit more butt, because that's a very small butt. But it was intended so that if someone wants to, like, for example, if you use this character and you want to add more butt, the way I normally sculpt stuff is so that you can come in here, like, you can come in and grab that and just go like that to add more butt. Just remember, if you do that, you've got to come in and grab the underwear and do the exact same thing with the underwear. Add more butt. And do the same with the butts. Go to about there. Yeah, see, now it's got a little bit more curvature to the butt. If you want to do the big ass badonkadonks, you can. The front part of the legs, this part here is super tricky to get to look right. I'm still not 100% with it, but it's very passable at the moment. It's, if I go in, as you can see there's a thing there. If you don't like it coming out that much, go into it and grab it and then move that back and it will be less of that. Same with if you want more of it, do the same. That's pretty much it. In fact, I might save it with the extra butter because that doesn't look too bad. Actually, no, that can be done a little bit more. Because it doesn't look like it's... Just add a tad more. To about there. How you can see the skin there a little bit poking through. If you want to fix that, there's no real easy way to do it. But if I grab this and go, see that one there, I'll move it for just an ever so slight amount. If you move it too much, it'll be noticeable. So as you can see it, that much. And that usually will correct it. If you don't want to rescale it like that, go into it and see where the sphere is, like that one or that one. Just grab, hover over the front and just tap it up on the D-pad and it will increase its size. That can also sometimes fix it. Smoothness, I've done relatively well on it. Like, you can still see the joins. It's not my smoothest puppet, but like that part there is really good. And to fix, this one doesn't do a great deal of movement, but when you lean forward and back, you can get a fair bit of poke through there and there. I think I showed this before. Always adjust that one and that one so that it lines up with roughly where your seam is. That will ease the amount of poke through you get on that. And blending the top of that sculpt is also a really good way to setting it poke. Don't have it too much poking up the way inside. Like if I just go in, see how it's blended relatively okay. They should be lowered a little bit, but it's not too bad. That will prevent a lot of the poke through. But with this puppet here, all I've done, like that. If I go into here, the movement sensor, so when I move the controller, that's how much, I'll show you. Go to there. When I move the controller, at the moment it's a little bit of movement. But if I adjust that, see it's at 25, if I go say 50%, which I believe is default, and then go into it. Now when I move the controller, you'll see it moves a whole lot more, and I can actually get a whole lot of movement happening. And you can see all the, like, the top of the legs poke through. Actually, the torso is actually pretty good. But that leg part there, is the thing I was saying. If you move it back to that ball, I'll leave it on for now. So that ball there, if you move that back, even if you move the whole thing back, usually if I do it, I'll do it with the precise move on, so I can always say there. So I can go back into it, and if I move it back, there's less poke through, but as you can see, the butt cheeks are poking through. So that's why I've restricted the movement of, well, it's still happening a little bit. That's why I'm restricting the movement of the puppet to about 25%, because I don't like poke through. Oh, it bugs me. So I leave it at 25%, because let's face it, that's a good amount of movement. Again, the front of those legs are bugging me, but it's like if I get rid of them, if I come in and go in and go delete, it's still very passable, but doesn't have that. It's not too bad because she's got underwear on, but if you don't have the underwear on, it's very noticeable. You can see the crease there. So that's why that is there, but that poking that far forward is really bugging me. Okay. We'll tweak it. Wrong one. That's a little bit more bearable. Again, I could just scale it up and move it down and hope for the best, but it's all like trying to align it so it looks smooth. That's why that looks really smooth, because I spent a lot of time. You can still see some, like there's a dent there. And if you come to the front, how smooth it is there, I spent ages trying to get that just to look right. So that's, yeah. Okay, so I think that's good, so I'll save that. So this isn't released yet, but when I put the hair on and stuff like that, I'm going to end up sculpting my own hair. So if you want to watch me sculpt the hair, I can do that next week or Tuesday. I've found there's been a lot of issues lately. If I come into this one here, just a quick side note before I end it. One of the guys I do follow, in fact, no, I'm not going to look him up, but without looking too far, there's two techniques that people use. In fact, I'll use one of my my creations as an example. That one there. You can see the butt's attached to the hip. A lot of people are attaching the butt cheeks to the leg. And for me to find one, I'll look up one of his creations because he recently released one. Remixable. Newest. That one there. It's not a bad puppet. I'll go to edit so you can see what I'm talking about. First of all, he's got it way too bright, but I'll get rid of all the lighting just so I can point out the problem I see. The puppet itself isn't a bad puppet. It's very unrealistically proportioned, which bugs me a little bit, but if people want to do their creations the way they do their creations, that's fine. But if you look on the back here, when I walk, the butt cheeks are attached to the legs. And it's not right. It's like, that's not where the gluteus is. It's like, it's attached, it's part of the hip. I know why they do it. For the same reason that you get, let's see if I'll find another quick one. Where are we? Here's a good example. This one here. Okay. They've put a lot of donk in it. A lot of junk in the trunk. Now, I understand that some people like that, and there are people that have that figure. That one's actually not that bad. Some of them are like really bad. So when they're doing characters like that, it's to simulate the butt jiggle. But as one of my creations in here shows, there's other ways to do it. If you can find it without stopping on any of my adult content. So there's some dynamic breasts. If I just type in dynamic. Okay, there it is there. I made a... Actually, that's not a good example. That's a good example. I made a dynamic butt. It's got a hip piece. What you do is just attach that to your character's hip and scale it till it fits. And if you like the butt jiggle, as you can see, the butt moves a little bit. But the way it works, if anyone is curious on how it works, the same with the breasts. You come in and there's just a joint there and a joint there. So if you really want to adjust it, this one has a chip, most of them might have chips. You come in, that one there, turn that one down a little bit, and this one here, turn it up a little bit. That's stiffness, don't worry about that. That is how spring it's able to spring back to its original location. Don't go any lower than about 6 because it starts acting weird. But if you do that and then you walk, the butt moves a hell of a lot more. And now obviously you can scale up the butt cheeks. So if I come around the back here, I'll turn the X-ray off. Just when you do it, scale it from about there. Say 121. 121. And now you got a whole lot more butt. Now obviously if you do that you're going to have to move everything around a bit, but it's quite doable. Same with if you want to adjust the angle, you can just come in, select just the dynamic butt, twist it. Actually I'll do it with the dead on so it does it straight. Give it, say, a 20, move it up. Yeah, that looks fine. See, now it's got a big badonkadonk. With a bit of it looks absolutely ridiculous. Like, I would never do it. But you got to remember, that's with the standard puppet. If you're going to add dynamic thickness to the legs. So, for example, if you want to come in here and go, just quickly, you grab about the butt size. Grab this thing, bring it down to about there-ish. Add a small amount of blend. And then move it in. Then you just adjust it till it looks like it's about right. And if you want to even get more, you can go that, scale it down a little bit, and angle it more to the back to give that look of like it's going to the butt cheeks. And it looks less ridiculous. It's still ridiculous, but so there's my stream. I'm going to call it. You guys stay safe. I'll catch you next time and look after each other and don't catch the bug.